Alright, Hero Comics here. The next episode of Hero Comics Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt, the various sponsor comments. I make against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. If you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video. Do not lie and say it's hate speech in my videos because there is no hate speech in my videos. It's speech you hate, that's the real story. Let's continue on with people getting things wrong in the comment section and me trying to straighten them out with Bible verses and basic biology. Also using this microphone here with the Xbox theming on it. Hopefully it'll do a bit better, sound a bit better than that $5 microphone. You know, but we'll continue working on our stuff. That's how it goes. Right. It's also very. I'd say it's early in the morning, 6 a.m. But it's perfect because now, unlike when I was trying to make my video about how we need good mascots in video games again. Yeah, that like shoot. Well, yeah, that's the word. Basically, there was someone next door who decided they wanted to blast their music from their car while they watched it. You know, there was all kinds of stuff going on outside where people were having a fun time because it's definitely summer weather. You know, having fun times, making all that noise, making all that music. So it was just like, yeah, what annoying. Thankfully now it's very nice and early and everything. Everybody else is asleep. I'll be going to sleep eventually because I slept for a while and woke up to help my mom get to work. She works overnight. So yeah, and now I'm here just hanging out, finished up a couple chores, and now I really want to get this done because once I get this done, I can totally do other things. You know, I totally do some other stuff, and I do some other stuff. Yeah, go to sleep, go to enjoy. Where's my not safe for work fan art? Let's see what's on here. Who do we have here? Well, yeah, the Kanker sisters from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Right now, focusing on May, the blonde one with the buck teeth. My goodness, she is a cutie. So yeah, well, there's some pictures of her hanging out with her sisters. The redheaded one with you can't see her eyes, and Murray Kanker, of course, the blue-haired one, the most famous of all. I say girls in the series, so I'm sure kinds of good in there. The only unfortunate thing is that they will put pictures of actual females underneath and males underneath as advertisements. So I'm just looking at that like, yeah, I'm trying not to see that. The cartoon stuff, friends. Oh boy, old girl's a little large, intimidated by the size of this one dude. But yeah, that's how it goes. Yep. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, I didn't show that. I don't think I did. I had it like this. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. I'll review the video. We'll figure it out. Let's continue on here with people getting things wrong. And me trashing them out. Yeah. I say good one. Also, you old people should be able to understand that family is really different. Sometimes they need to band together to help each other out because she doesn't understand my situation. What's going on is you have a girl who's lying and saying she's a boy. Simon Vlant. She is, and she basically is saying, okay, because but your stuff, the stuff that you're saying that what we're doing is wrong, and showing proof that it is wrong. But what all this stuff that I think is wrong? I have no proof that it's wrong though. I say it's wrong. You should really get it. That stuff nasty. That stuff's nasty. How humans actually work. That stuff nasty. Pregnant females. Babies. What the heck? Like yeah, that's really sad. Also, you must have problems because again, they're trying to find anything they can. These people, my opponents, are trying to find anything they can to discredit me because they can't go by truth. It's like fighting with a tank. I'm the tank. You come at me directly and you go blasted into a million pieces. That's what they do. They try to go at you from the sides, behind, underneath, above. That's how they work. They can't come at you straight. For the truth, because it's like, oh yeah, well, how can you prove that someone is male or someone is female? Yes, here's scientific facts that show that testicles are male and ovaries are female. It's like, oh dang it, So yeah, blasted them in pieces. So they were like, no, look, you must have some problem. You should focus on dealing with that problem instead of exposing what we're doing. Sweat. And I'm like, nope. We can work on that stuff. We can work on that. You gotta help each other out. And girl says, yeah, it's pretty weird because I say so. Kind of concerning because Eliza was told, you're into pregnant women with being in bikinis. You have liked, commented, and favored these pictures that I think are wrong, but they aren't. Oh, yeah. It's hot as heck. You should make these things. You should make these things more private. I don't like them. No, no, no. Sorry, public. What's wrong? I say, what's wrong with pictures of sexy ladies who just happen to be expecting? All it shows people that I'm attracted to them. I wonder if there's a name for that. Like heterosexuality. Yeah, there is. Girl says it's pretty bizarre and creepy that you're attracted to pregnant women and inflation. Pregnant women. Inflation. Clearly, this type of lifestyle is making you unable to move out and not be able to find a companion like a girlfriend. I have to grasp at straws here. It can't just be that you're right and I'm wrong. Because if it is, then you're right and I'm wrong. No, you have to have something wrong with you. You liking these pictures, harm these pictures of pregnant women must make you not able to form real relationships with people. Ignore the fact. Let's ignore the fact that you have formed real relationships with real people. There has to be something wrong with you, because if there isn't, then I'm wrong. That's basically what's going on here. Anyone here? I feel so bad for your false reality. I hope you find help soon. I feel bad for your false reality. I hope you find help soon. At least mine is not a lie. I can admit that I have some fantasies. Can you? I say. And then I say, also, pregnancy is a natural part of life. And like seeing female characters pair up with male ones and start families with them. It's called shipping. Everyone does it. It's shipping. Everyone does it. And girl says, absolutely. I have fantasies. Like your fantasy of trying to lie, say you're a dude. Being a dude is not going to happen. Some people don't, and that's okay. Sometimes people can't tell what's reality, and you become less of a man. I'll pray for you in my own way that you'll get better through life. One night, one day, maybe a year, you'll see your way. Who knows? And I say, it's okay. And then girl says, it's okay to put characters together. Heck, that's why we have romantic comedies. It's completely natural to have a pregnant person in society. So these pregnant people are in bikinis. And it's not okay to sexualize their child. I'm sexualizing the woman. Not the child. And I was like, what? I'm sexualizing the woman, not the baby. Because the issue is this person had this girl was trying to make it seem like it was I was going after the children inside the women, but I'm going after the woman. I want to make children with the woman, because I am a heterosexual man. So yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. And I said, no, the woman, not the baby. And it's like, whatever you say, man. Most alcoholics will say the same thing, but it's not the same thing. Alcoholics will deny and say you're drinking for the taste, not because of the drink. And he gets, oh, if you want something like you, like yourself, get better. And I say, sorry, but I will always be the sexy ladies who have sex with males so much they got their eggs fertilized. Also, things don't go as planned. Always go as planned. I say. Well, yeah, sometimes dads leave and sons have to stay with mom to help them make ends meet. That's what happened with us. Dad decided to leave, and mom decided to go their separate ways. Mom needed help to basically her sons do work so that we could actually have a place to live. So yeah, that's how it worked. And all you're proving is that I'm heterosexual. For a Christian, that's great. So please keep telling people about my faves. And any attempt to spin my sexuality in a conversation of Peter will fail, because if people tried it before and invariably failed back then, they did. Instead of wasting time on that, stick with wasting time on trying to convince me that transgender lifestyle is a good one. At least there's some proof of that. That's true. I feel better. There you go. You're doing wrong. It's a false reality you're making. I know. Yeah, your reality is false with these pregnant women in bikinis, including these actual pictures of pregnant women, real life pregnant women in bikinis with their husbands, looking all kinds of hot, saying, "Yeah, check me out, aren't I amazing?" We're gonna have our baby. It's gonna be great. We're a family and stuff. You're in a delusion. You are. Don't look at these. I'm a man. Don't look at this. I'm a woman. So bad. They got it wrong, and they're trying to basically figure out, sneak around, try to say it's not right. Say that they're right, I'm wrong, but it doesn't work. Then another one is part 306. Is that good to constantly look at so many negative comments? Hope you're all good. Because it's back in the old apartment complex. Yeah. My gosh. Oh, and then homegirl Elijah Malachi 4, 5, and 6. Let me see. Girl getting scripture wrong again. Comes back wrong. Comes at me again. I am Elijah, and I am the forerunner to the return of Jesus. No, all Christians are the forerunner to the return of Jesus. Male and female are determined by gender located in the brain. No, male and female are determined by biological sex located in the body. Anyone saying otherwise is now in the great tribulation until they either accept truth or die with the wicked. Bullcrap.